So, set up a mix camp here. I'm about to make up a couple of mixes for cut-ins. I'm working by myself. It's a pretty balmy day. Let's just have a look at what the temperatures are on the meter. But I often get asked, why do I tape up the chuck on the drill? And if you're methodical and you've set up well, then you probably don't need to, because everything sits flat. But it doesn't take much for that drill to be sitting or to be left at an angle leaning downhill, so to speak, towards your chuck, and then you end up with the resins running into your chuck. You can't undo the chuck and you've kind of blown your money. So just like we tape other things that we want to be able to easily remove, I do the same thing with the chuck. It doesn't affect how it operates, of course. So with that in mind, we'll move on. So here I am. I've set up to do a small mix for cut in. I'm only going to do 900 mils. It's pretty slow going where I've got to cut in first, so I'm only going to make a smaller amount. When I can make larger amounts, I'll be using the individual jugs, but for the moment I've set it up so that I have two markings on the jug. One is the part A and one is the part B. I don't tend to rely too much on the numbers on the side as far as remembering what my ratio is. I tend to put the tape there, and then there's less chance of me making an error. So yeah, let's get that going. I like to wear safety glasses. My clear glasses aren't here, so I'm wearing my sunglasses, which are a safety glass as well. Not the usual, but the lighting is well enough in here that I can do that. So let's get it underway. This particular product that we're using is a dedicated roll coat. It's tintable, and you use 2 pigment pots per kit. It makes a 12-litre mix in total. I will use up all the product, even though I'm just going to take measured quantities of it as I go. The colour is koala grey, is an Australian standard colour. Just a couple of quick points while I'm mixing. You'll see a lot of people will try to hold the bucket on the sides, and you can do that, except if you're dealing with a really thixotropic material or like a really thick product on a cold day. It's going to want to grab the bucket and fling it out. Applying a bit of pressure on the top of the bucket makes sure that it doesn't spin. So that's the first thing. The other thing that's highly underrated is actually the ability to mix or to scrape the sides of the bucket. Now that might be less an issue with a really low viscosity material, but really we know that the bucket has part A in it. If it's a thixotropic product, meaning the product is quite thick and doesn't want to move, then on the sides of the bucket we're going to have part A without pigment firstly, and we want to get that thoroughly mixed. So the idea of scraping the sides is the only way to do that. And you'll see that I've also set up with three different spatulas. I have a part A spatula, a part B spatula designated with tape, and a mixed spatula, so I don't end up cross-contaminating things. I have a part A jug, a part B jug, so that I don't end up cross-contaminating things. So apart from that, at the moment, I'm just going to get the mix consistent in here, and then I can start to tap off what I need. With such a small mix, I could just hand mix it, but I will drill mix it to get it nice and consistent. Just got to do it at a slower speed. Scrape the sides. I don't want any unmixed part A to end up on the floor, or I'll end up with a hot spot, which is all sorts of pain.